Welcome back, everyone, to Dragon Age Inquisition. We're here at Red Cliff, a village that's, okay, this is where my lack of Dragon Age knowledge comes in. I believe it's by the king who resides in Ferelden, and the king is King Alistair.
Only the word, sing only the chant, then the golden city is thine.
Anyway, the mage rebels have holed up here in Redcliffe, and apparently, instead of Enchantress Fiona being in charge, it's some dude by the name of, Magister. Damn it. Can't remember his name now.
Look at that whole thing. I'm surprised it's still standing.
Redcliffe Windmill. These rooms mark the spot where a windmill once overlooked Redcliffe Village. It was destroyed in the last days of the Blight when Darkspawn attacked the area and was never repaired. That's a shame. I believe the Magister in charge is now Garion Alexandrius or something. We'll see him in a moment.
The Templars were called back to Val Royale, but some of them have ignored the order.
Why are you worried? We're not mages.
Do you truly think that matters to them?
What do you need?
If I remember correctly, I can't get into this door because I lack deft hands or whatever. Yeah, deft hands, fine tools. So far, I have yet to get into that. It's just because after I get the deft hands, fine tool, I never actually come back here.
Do you think the apostates are responsible for the things we see?
I remember the first time the dead walked these lands, when a blood mage poisoned our Lehman. The ashes of Andrastia herself brought the Arl back from his enchanted slumber.
Tell me about your people.
They say a spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. The girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen. For 'tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it favors blood lotus flowers.
Okay. Fast travel, that's mildly useful. This is probably just another stupid errand.
Grandmother, I think we should go.
Go? In the middle of the war? Don't be a fool, girl.
Ah,
We did not flee Redcliffe when the dead walked into our village.
For the
We
first
will
time
not
in
flee
all
now.
these years, I fear I will not be visiting your ashes. What world is this? That demons and brigands stop a man from taking flowers to his wife's shrine.
What if I took flowers to your wife's shrine for you?
I do not know what to say, except thank you. I never expected anyone not of the blood to care. My Senna would be grateful. Her shrine lies on a hill to the west, near the tablstones. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Walk in peace.
Nothing
I'm going to
do.
need a long bath to get the Ferelden stink off.
Ferelden's not so bad. You should be grateful.
True enough.
But look at the sky, and those stories about all that magic at the conclave.
They're naught but stories, dear. Rabbit does not flee its burrow when it hears the wolf prowling about.
Good day.
Now is the time to stay close to home. Chantry will step in soon enough to put a stop to this foolishness, child. We'll
Oh yeah, the chantry will put a stop to everything. Promise.
Good day.
Should I really be doing this? Yeah, definitely can't find tools. Again.
Are you sure?
Maker, I hope it's not me.
Let's go and move the plot. See what this
I'll
Magister
ask around
really
again tomorrow.
wants.
Good day.
Thank you.
It annoys me that this requires a loading screen.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. First Enchanter Vivienne?
My dear Fiona, it's been so long since we last spoke. You look dreadful. Are you sleeping well?
What has brought you to Redcliffe?
We're here because of your invitation back in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
There is no mistake. While the Templars were leaving, you came to Val Royeaux and asked me here.
The Templars left Val Royeaux? Where did they go? That sounds... Why does that sound so strange? Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
This right here is why you can't trust mages.
Fiona, dear, your dementia is showing.
Andraste's ass. I'm trying to think of a single worse thing you could have done, and I've got nothing.
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
Very well. Who's in charge now?
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
That was threatening.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
It was certainly very timely.
Because that isn't suspicious at all.
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our Southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
Oh, God. Fiona, you were really dumb.
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
Left? That's a polite way of saying thrown out on his ass.
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
So the Arl, who lives here and is in charge of this village, and it's a time of chaos, left his village in the hands of a Tevinter Magister, and everyone south of Tevinter hates the Tevinter.
If you're leading the mages now, then let's talk. I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
It is always a pleasure to meet a reasonable woman.
Oh, don't look so sad, Fiona. You're the idiot here.
Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious indeed.
Well, when you're fighting a massive tear in the sky, you can hardly afford to think small.
There will have to be. Felix.
I'm so sorry. Please forgive my clumsiness, my lady.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Ooh, very mysterious.
We'll be careful, but we need to figure out what's going on here.
Magister Alexius does not approve of those without magic like you and me. You may not wish to stay long. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
Jesus.
What does the Magister have against you?
He does not like to be reminded of what mages can become. He says all Tranquil must leave Redcliffe, but who would take us in?
What are Tranquil?
Those like me without the strength of will necessary to protect ourselves from demons. Rather than risk me becoming possessed, the Circle removed my connection to the Fade. My magic is gone, along with my dreams and desires. Those now in Redcliffe prefer not to see us.
How long had Tevinters been here?
Magister Alexius arrived at nightfall, 2 days after we retreated from the Temple of Sacred Ashes. He forced anyone without magic out of the castle, save those he required to serve him. Even the Arl was sent away.
Farewell, then.
One moment. You are a member of the Inquisition, are you not? I am an alchemist. You must require potions. If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can offer my services.
We would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
Thank you. While one lives, it is good to believe there is still a use for one's talents.
No reason not to give him a job, because he has nowhere to go anyway. And he's tranquil. He said he was relieved of his dreams and desires as well as his magic. That means that he's kind of like an automaton.
We don't need your kind here. Your Inquisition's just Templars by another name.
Why are you kneeling?
I'm here because I believe mages deserve their freedom.
Right. And I'm the Empress of Orlais.
Inquisition, huh? I wish to Holy Andraste you'd gotten here sooner. These Tevinters make my shoulder blades itch.
Who are you?
Name's Tolwyn. Formerly of the Circle of Magi in Hosberg. Lived my whole life there. Since I was 10 years old and came into my magic. 3 meals a day. Quality education. A roof over my head. If you're not summoning demons, a mage tower's a fine place to be.
If you are happy in the Circle, why are you here with the rebels?
We're all rebels now. The vote saw to that. The majority wanted to dissolve the Circles. The rest of us went with them or were cut loose.
There are still some of us who are loyal in the Empress's court.
I figured I'm better off with my fellow mages than on my own.
How did the Grand Enchanter end up working with Tevinter?
1 minute, we were bracing for the Templars to attack. The next, we had a Magister ally. It was a stroke of luck that's given us an edge. In a way. Out of the frying pan.
And into the freezer.
Goodbye.
Be careful. The Tevinters likely aren't happy you're asking questions.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm not asking you more. Not that it'll actually do much. It's not too long, but still pretty long. I don't think there's anything here. We wouldn't want the Deventers, or we wouldn't want the Inquisition to get in trouble because they're stealing things from guests. No, yeah, that's too long.
All right, sir. Of course. Please, are you with the Inquisition? As you've wandered, have you by any chance seen a ram that is, different? Lord Wolseley wandered off, and he's very special. If you could find him, I'd be most grateful.
Oh, God.
What makes your ram so special?
Well, he's always brought the family luck, and his advice helped us make our fortune.
Your ram offered advice?
He's a very special ram.
I'll speak with you later.
Farewell.
I remember getting this ram before. If I come across him, I'll bother. Possibly. If I don't, I'm not gonna go out of my way.
I talked to one of the rebel mages, and she said it sounded like the dream she had before the magic took her.
Good day.
Down and let the mages and the Templars kill each other.
I am Sister Tanner. May I help you?
I found the letter you sent a Templar named Corin.
What? Shit. You can't prove anything. A letter from a rogue Templar. Nobody is going to care. So, what do you intend to do?
What kind of cut are they giving you? Have you got protection? I see a suspicious lack of guards. It looks to me like you've been cut loose. Maybe you should look for a new employer.
Are you serious? The high and mighty Inquisition needs smugglers? All right, I'm in. Seems like the Inquisition is the safer bet these days.
Agent acquired. Yeah. All powers have some shady people working for them.
I look forward to helping the Inquisition, as per our agreement.
Okay. Crap. I didn't mean to do that. That is the castle of the Arl of Redcliffe. Okay, on the business.
As per our agreement.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you? Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Watch yourself. The pretty ones are always the worst.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
You're betraying your mentor because...
Alexius was my mentor. Meaning he's not any longer. Not for some time. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
I hope that's less dangerous than it sounds.
More.
Manipulating time itself? Many have attempted over the ages, but never once succeeded.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
I'd like more proof than magical time control. Go with it.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake. You have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
Do you have any suggestions?
You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
Okay, yay. Alright. I really like Dorian's character. He's really funny. Let's loot a church. What could go wrong? Hey, Barrick. I think, you need some more armor. Indeed, you do. Item level 9. Oh, requirement level 6. Okay. This is way better. So let's do it. You look oddly barren for some reason. It's kind of odd. Oh. That's because I went to do that. Okay. Be clear on this. Okay. So, read the Circle of Magi. I already know quite a bit about the Circle, and I have been attempting to explain it to the rest of you who may not know, and let me know if I've given enough of an explanation about what the circle is. If not, then I'll go ahead and read the entry. The Troubles of a Chantry Soldier, Scholar. Oh, that's a long entry. Damn it. I would read it, I just don't want to spend all my time reading on these Let's Plays. There's just so much lore.
Well, the malcontents pledged themselves to Tevinter and joined a cult. I can hardly wait to see what comes next.
Nothing good.
Yeah, I saw something like this back in Kirkwall. It may end with someone turning into a monster made of corpses.
Oh dear. Yeah, it doesn't seem to matter. Whatever happens won't end well.
You're from the Inquisition. I didn't think you'd still be here. Were you really looking to ally with us?
Yeah?
I want this war to end without sending you back to the Circle.
There has to be a way, right? We're not what they think, all blood mages and abominations. We just want to be normal, have families, use our magic to help grow crops or something. We never wanted war. What choice did we have? Stay and be slaves?
There are better ways than war to effect change.
I hope you can do something. Tying ourselves to Tevinter. That can't be the right way to end this.
You don't approve of the Grand Enchanter's decision.
I was there when we voted to leave the Circle. She really seemed to care what we wanted. She was ready to rebel, but she wasn't going to unless it was the will of all mages. It's hard to believe she'd go behind our backs and sell us to the Magisters.
Take care of yourself. There's something strange going on.
I never thought the Grand Enchanter would swear to a Magister.
That sounds like servitude. And she didn't give you a choice. She just swore all of you to a debt, as it was put. And that's alarming, to say the least. Ugh. The guy with the damn ram. Leave me be.
You don't even want me to say it, do you?
Are you sure?
Would you
Maker, I hope it's not me.
Greetings, traveler.
I am going the wrong way. There we go.
Fine day to you. On the Inquisition.
So, I guess it's better if I just go ahead and say it. We will not be going to see what's going on with the mages. Because so far, every playthrough I've done in this game, and I've only beaten the game once, but I've done like 2 or 3 actual playthroughs, I've always sided with the mages. For a reason that ended up being not needed. Basically, Dorian joins you if you side with the mages. And I thought that if I didn't side with the mages, then I wouldn't be able to have Dorian as a part of my team. And as I said, I really like Dorian. Okay, I'll just kill these guys. Attack me! So, anyway, I I always thought that